Hello, and welcome to another How to OU at USU. It's been a little bit. 2020 hit. Enough said. So let's jump in. Today in this video, we'll be learning how to create a very common page layout. I call it the pyramid layout. And we'll learn how to do that using Snippets in OU campus here at Utah State University. So this is the basic kind of like wireframe of what we're going to be making. I am not an artist, so obviously it looks like chicken scratch. But you kind of get this idea of like there's going to be something that's going to be one column, something underneath that that's going to be two columns, something underneath that that's going to have three, and so on until we get to four. So that's why I call it a pyramid, because it kind of looks like a pyramid, right? So let's jump in on how to do that. So I've already logged in. I'm assuming you already remember how to do that. If not, check out the previous videos or review the training again. I've already created a folder, Snippets, because that's what we'll use. We'll go over how to do this using Snippets. I haven't created a page yet. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll call this the pyramid page, right? Because that's what we're making, right? That pyramid layout. And then we'll call it pyramid. We'll give it a good page title. Let's see, how to OU at USU and Levi Sanchez. We do that for SEO. Obviously, this page will never get any major accessibility or non-accessibility SEO. But we'll go ahead and put it in there. I'm using Snippets. Same idea with the meta description. If you don't know what I'm talking about with title and the meta description, that sort of stuff, check out the other videos and we can go over that again. But I've created that page. Alright, cool, nice. Obviously, should probably fix my meta description, make it a little bit longer. Anyway, that's not what we're focusing on today. So let's go ahead and focus on that. So right off the bat, I'm just going to publish the page. Most of you won't be able to do this. When you do that, just use a saved version or something. But I'm going to publish it so that way we can look at it while we're making it. I'll come over here, throw that in our URL, and we have this nice blank page, right? Cool. Let's just jump in. So we'll go into edit with our green edit button. Nice. And we'll go to our source code, and I'm just going to start by deleting absolutely everything because I don't want any of that, right? I'm also going to turn on show blocks so that way I can see the blocks as we make them. And we're going to go ahead and start making this here design. So this first one is going to be a full width column. So I'm going to go to my snippets tool, the little puzzle piece looking thing, insert snippet, and I'm going to find the one column. And then I'm going to go ahead and insert that. Then, as with most web development stuff, when you're making a page like this, you want to start with the layout, get your layout all figured out and how you want it, make that first, then worry about bringing in content and stuff. So I haven't brought any content in, as you can clearly tell, but let's continue and we'll get the rest of the layout made first, and then I'll bring some content in. For the second one, I'm going to need two. All right, cool. Snippets. I'll just use the two columns. Insert that. Nice. One of the reasons why you want to go ahead and set up the whole layout first too is it'll just make it easier for the editor to recognize where you are in the page and stuff. If I start clicking around in here, I could end up trying to create something somewhere else. So like here, let's break it real fast and then we'll do it again. Why not? So if I click in there and I try to go on to my next thing, which would be the three columns, right? It'll try to do something wonky that I don't necessarily want. So to make it super easy on myself, I'm just gonna, from the very beginning, figure out what layout I want, and then I'm gonna implement that layout. Then I'm gonna worry about the content. So I'm gonna make it this nice step-by-step process. So again, we'll get that one column. We already know how to do that. Two column, and we'll go ahead and throw in the three column, and last is that four column, right? So we'll go ahead and use just the regular four column, insert that, save it real quick. Normally you would never publish this because you wouldn't want a bunch of lorem ipsum up on the web for the whole world to see, but just so that way we can kind of look at it, we'll publish that real quick. Again, this would never pass any sort of QA, but we'll come over to our page and we can see, hey, look, I have that layout. Cool. So I have the layout I need. Then the next step is just getting the right content in there. So just for fun, I do have some content that we can go ahead and add. We'll say pyramid. The pyramid layout. Pyramid. I don't spell good. Layout. Here. Okay, I spelled that correctly. Pyramid layout. Not your average scheme. There you go. Average scheme. That'll be our title. I'll make it use proper casing. Your doesn't need to, right? That's not special enough. I'll turn on my show blocks again, just so I can see stuff. This paragraph tag, I don't really need it, but I do want a pretty picture there. So I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of it very carefully by adding a space at the end and a space at the beginning, and then I'll delete the period and that P. That way I'm still in that same paragraph tag. Because I want to be a responsible web developer too, I'll change that paragraph tag up here to a div tag, right? Oh, it doesn't look like it quite went through. Probably because it's... There we go. There it went through. So you got to highlight everything. And then I'm going to go ahead and insert an image. I'll just use this option up here. Source, images. I haven't uploaded this one yet. Go ahead and upload it. And we'll go to pyramids. I've already made web versions. These are all just stolen from, well, they're not even stolen. They're just taken from Unsplash. Credit goes to the wonderful photographers whose names are mentioned in the photos. This is the one I want for my header, and I'm going to insert that. I use the dependency tag. I need to add a alt text, so pyramid in sand. I don't know, sand. Spell sand correctly, right? And we'll go ahead and click OK. Now let's say I want that here image center, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my tools, and then I'm going to set a class, just a regular CSS class. We're using Bootstrap 4, remember? If that's too much for you, this is the best way to do it, so just memorize this and you'll be set. We'll say dblock for display block, and then mx-auto. And that's going to make the margins on both the left and the right on the x-axis automatically take up whatever they need to put whatever this object is in the center. And that centers our image. Nice. I need to make sure that this is an H1, right? Because that's for accessibility. Just good practice. So I'll throw that in as an H1. There we go. Oh, it did try to switch my next tag, so I'll make sure to switch that back to a div, and then I have my nice H1, my div, and then I'm on to my 2 columns. This should probably be an H2, so let's make that an H2, and we'll say glass pyramid, I don't know, whatever you need it to be. Here we could describe it. This right here is an excellent description of this glass pyramid. Then I'm going to want to insert a picture in between these two. So what I'm going to do is push Shift Enter, and then that gives me a new tag, and then I'll switch that to a div tag. Oh, tried to break everything. That's fine. I won't switch it to a div tag just yet. Then I'll go ahead and insert the picture first. And we'll upload this one. We'll upload that nice, what? I think that's, I don't know what that is. I'm not cultured enough, but wonderful image from Anthony McGee. Thank you. Go ahead and insert that. We'll call this the glass pyramid because we need some alt text. And we won't worry about anything else. I'm not going to worry about centering this one just yet. Maybe I'll need to come back to that, but we'll do that. And then still we can see that that's a P tag. Let's go ahead and try to switch it to a div tag now. Oh, it's just not liking that. All right, we'll keep it a P tag. So yeah, a lot of working with OU Campus is just learning how to roll with the editor and get things to kind of move and stuff. and do what you want. It's kind of, just how it goes. For this next part, I don't know. Normally, maybe this side just describes a bunch about the pyramid or something, so I'll just add some more text. Oh, shoot. So see, kind of did something weird there. So paste. It's trying to copy all the divs and stuff, so I'm going to re-copy that. Oh, highlight it all. Good old Control V, and then I'm going to push Control Shift V. There we go. That'll give me just plain text that I can use to describe the thing. Say you have real text from another source. I don't know. Let's grab something from Bacon Ipsum real quick. Sure. Give me bacon. Let's say this is your actual copy for this side. You just made enough space or whatever. Go ahead and add it. And again, just try to be very careful with the editor, and the editor will work a little nicer for you. So see, I still did something weird there, and it added an extra paragraph tag for me. So I'll just try again, and this time I'll again use Control Shift V. There we go. And we'll say that this is also part of that. So we'll Control Shift V that in. I don't need that right there, so I'll add that. I do need one of those right there though, obviously, right? So I'll push enter twice, nice and simple, and then I'll go on. This should also probably be an H2, right? So I'll switch that to an H2. Oh, switch my tag underneath, that's okay. I will highlight all of it, and I will switch it back to a paragraph, and I'll just sit there and kind of keep working back and forth with the editor until we both get what we need. So the editor gets what it needs to do for you, and then you get what you need it to do. So I'm not gonna worry about these down here, but you get the idea. You can fill those in with content, and we use snippets to set up this pyramid layout. Hopefully that's useful. Yeah, cool. That concludes this video, so thanks. Bye.